Hi guys, my name's Nadine, welcome to my channel and welcome to my September wrap up. So I read 5 books, I think, 6 books, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books in September and I've been looking forward to telling you about them. So let's do it. So first of all then, the first 2 books that I completed were cozies, and you probably remember last month I told you that I started the Hamish Macbeth series. Well, I continued with that. So I read book 2, which was Death of a Cad. So in this one, Hamish's love interest, Priscilla, returns from London with a new fiancé in tow. And her family are absolutely thrilled. They didn't think that Priscilla was ever going to settle down, and in fact they worried that if she did settle down it would be with Hamish, who they absolutely do not approve of. And so they decide to throw this big house party with all of their fancy friends coming. But unfortunately one of their fancy friends is a bit of a cad. He is very boorish, he acts despicably towards people, he sleeps with several women there in one night, he is awful to the men, and so unsurprisingly he is very swiftly found dead. And it is up to Hamish to try and find out who did it when everybody has a motive. So yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I am enjoying this series so far a lot more than I thought I would, and hence that is why I went straight into number 3. Which was Death of an Outsider. In this one, Hamish is sent to another village in the Highlands called Nothing, and it is a bleak place. He is not happy about being sent there. He's just meant to be there for a stint whilst the constable that resides there is away on holiday. But the people are unpleasant, the place is unpleasant, and there is an Englishman there who is just the worst, and he, again, is found dead. And Hamish has to work out what's going on. But the chief inspector who is sent in to work the case is trying to actually cover some of the clues, which does not help. And yeah, he's inept, so Hamish has to get on with it himself. So yeah, I enjoyed this one, not as much as the previous 2, but I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to carrying on with the series. There are loads of books in that series as well, so lots to get stuck into. Next, I had a bit of science fiction, and I continued with the Murderbot series with Network Effect by Martha Wells. This was number 5 in the Murderbot Diaries. And this one was a lot longer than the other books in the series. They tend to be around sort of 150-ish pages. So they're like short bursts of fun between longer things, which I've been quite enjoying. Not to say that they're like hugely light reads. They definitely have deeper themes to them. But yeah, it's quite nice to have like those shorter works sometimes. But this was a lot longer. It was 300 and something pages, and I felt it. But that being said, I still enjoyed it. So this one, it starts out with Murderbot being sent on a research expedition with Amina, Tiago, and several other people from Preservation Station. Amina is the daughter of Dr. Mensah from the previous books. Very, very quickly, they are attacked by pirates. So Murderbot gets to kind of flex their muscles a bit with that one. But then, almost immediately afterwards, they are attacked again. But this time, it doesn't go quite so well, and Murderbot and Amina are both kidnapped. So imagine Murderbot's surprise when they find out that the ship that kidnapped them was Art, Murderbot's friend, a research vessel. So yeah, they have to work out what's going on. There is something very, very wrong with Art. Yeah, it's exciting. It's a good read. I'm loving that series so much. I can't wait to continue with it. Next, something a bit different. I reread A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Yes, I know it's a bit early for the C word, but I read this because I was considering going into teaching. I was going to be teaching secondary English, and this was set for my year 7s. It didn't work out, but I read this sort of in preparation for classes. And so I bought a load of these sort of books that cover the English curriculum here, and they've got like annotations and stuff like that in. But yeah, it was really nice to reread it actually. It's been a while since I've read any Dickens, I think. So that's prompted me to pick some Dickens for October this year, short stories. I'm not in the mood for big, lengthy, long-winded Dickens. That sounds a bit wrong. But yeah, I enjoyed that. You know what Christmas Carol's about. Scrooge is a bad man. He's greedy, and he isolates himself, and he has no generosity in his heart at all. And so his old business partner, Jacob Marley, he visits him one night on Christmas Eve and says, hey, you're going to be visited by 3 spirits. I'm going to show you the error of your ways. And that happens. So there we go. That's Christmas Carol in a nutshell. I'm not going into it because everybody knows what it's about. If you haven't read it, you'd have at least seen the Muppets version, which is the best version. I love that one. And it's probably the one that's most accurate to the story, weirdly. Next then was one that I was really excited about. This one I finished yesterday, and it is The Mercy of Gods by James S.A. Corey, and that is the first book in the Captive War series. It's the 1st of October when I'm reading this, and so today the novella for this series has just come out, called Livewire, I think. So that's out just on ebook, so that should have been installed to my e-reader today because I pre-ordered it as soon as I was notified it was coming out. This delivered. I've been really looking forward to it. This follows mainly David Alcor, who is like the lowest rung research assistant on this project, where they're trying to get nutritional value from one species for another species that doesn't normally. That's kind of beside the point, actually. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They're a very eminent research team, sort of top of their game. Everything's going great, and then all of a sudden they find, well, the human race finds that we're not alone in the universe, and actually what's out there isn't that pleasant. They are invaded by this other race called the Carricks. The Carricks have done this countless times to many other civilizations, and they're like a hive, and they assimilate different races based on how useful they are. And so they are testing the human race to see how useful they can be to the Carricks. And usefulness is survival, and how useful you are depends on what resources you're given and how good your life is with them. So a selection of people are taken away to the Carricks' homeworld and given their own tasks to do and perform. Daffyd finds out that there is a planned rebellion underway with a section of people, including people that he is friends with, and so he has to make his own decisions about which way to go with that. I won't go into what happens because that would be spoilery, and that's not nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. There is lots of action. It's a very thoughtful science fiction book. I'm looking forward to reading the novella and seeing what that's about. I actually haven't even read what it's about. I saw it and I ordered it. But I'm loving James S.A. Corey generally. Their work, just, yeah, it's good. It's really good. If you haven't read the Expanse series, I would highly recommend it, and I would highly recommend this. So yeah, those are the books that I read in September. I've been really looking forward to October because of course we have Victober and I have my ludicrous shelf. I've started today The Doctor's Wife, so I'm partway through the second chapter of that. And yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to report at the moment. What did you guys read in September? Anything good? Did you read any of these? Did anybody else pick up this one? Let me know what you thought. I would love to chat with you. And that is it. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!